Hello everyone and welcome back to another Godzilla Battle Line video, and today we finally have the reveal of that Godzilla that we saw yesterday in the Aqua Mothra video that we, didn't know too much about, but we knew it was probably Godzilla 2000, or 2002. Here he is. This video was released yesterday at some point with the Aqua Mothra video, but then was swiftly taken down, so only a handful of people saw it, but even the people who saw it didn't really share too much information on it because I think it was only up very briefly, and they only got maybe like one or two watchers through. But we have the video today. His kit seems pretty standard, so let's take a look at it, okay? I'm going to hit play. We're going to watch it together, and then we're going to go over it. Godzilla 2000 right there. That is exactly what we saw. Not an alt unit. Not an alt unit. Okay, so look at this. Look at this. Okay. Notice anything? Notice anything? Okay. Now let's go over. So, there he is. 4-star, of course. Not an alt unit. Pausing it. He has a speed boost right here. And a bar. So I'll tell you what I think that does. So right here, he has the speed boost. He makes contact with the Kiryu. The speed boost goes away. The bar goes down. The bar is charging up again. And then he attacks with the speed boost. So I am pretty certain that the... Oh, that's too far back. I'm pretty certain that the bar on top of him charges up when the next time he can do the shoulder charge is. So here's the first shoulder charge. The bar goes up. Bar goes down. And then there we go. We're back to the start, right? Because it's shoulder charge. He makes contact, loses the speed boost. And then the bar recharges, starts again. So now when it fills up, he's going to be able to charge a second time, I think. Also, I don't know if you've noticed this. Here he is, Godzilla 2000. And we come this way. And now it's Godzilla 2003. So this text right here, I translated on my phone, and it says, by meeting the conditions, it evolves to Godzilla 2003. He's got the scar and everything. Don't know what the conditions are. Maybe it's on death. But it seems to have the same ability regardless. But then once the shoulder charge ends, he hits them with a beam. I don't remember if that's how it is for this Godzilla. I think Godzilla 2002 is just melee. So let's see. Here's one melee hit. No, and he does the beam with knockback too. And then this one comes in. I think he maybe just does more damage. And then there's the beam with further knockback. I don't know. I think he's just a better version. And then we have him as a leader as well. Right here. Probably this says heat ray. I haven't looked at it. Actually, you know what I can do for you? I can take a screenshot of that. The actual translation that my phone is giving me, it says radioactive hotline. So whatever that means, whatever radioactive hotline is. But it seems right here with the leader ability that he has really long range. He hits for a ton of damage. Sorry, just woke up. Hits for a ton of damage. It doesn't look like he's burning. So it looks like if he's giving a buff to any of his teammates, there are no teammates there for us to see. Not entirely sure what the leader ability does, but it looks like it has a ton of range, so maybe it's just packing like a whole lot of damage. We also don't know what his default leader range is either, because it doesn't show us anyone within leader range. It just shows us in the ability range. I think he looks cool. I'm not particularly a fan of this Goji. I don't know. I've never really liked this style of the Millennium Gojis that much, honestly. But I know it's a fan favorite, especially the Tokyo SOS version. And actually, for everyone in my comments who hit me with the actually, it's not Godzilla SOS Godzilla because he doesn't have the scar. Suck my balls. He has the scar in this one. It is technically still the Tokyo SOS Goji. So he looks fun. I don't think he looks very good though. We'll have to see what his actual stats are and like what the actual kit itself is tomorrow. But I do not think that either him or Aqua Mothra are really bringing a ton to the table this season. Like, really early on, we could tell, like, the Chibis were busted, the Mogera was busted, Fukuoka is busted. With these two units, with Godzilla 2002/3 and Aqua Mothra, they almost, to me, feel like that they were, like, break glass in case of emergency. Where maybe something like, I mean, we've had a really solid trend since December of every month, every unit is just cracked. And these guys just don't look very cracked. So I think if anything next season, we're going to get a nice breath of fresh air of not having to worry about leveling up these two because they're meta. But again, obviously, we don't know what their stats are. They could just be powerhouses in disguise, and we don't know. But just from the outset, like, their default kits, I don't think look particularly enticing. The thing that impresses me the most out of this Godzilla's is the knockback damage. If that knockback, look at, like, so he rushes, he makes contact, then he knocks back. If he's gonna knock back characters every time they're, like, that close to him, that could be good. But if he's only doing that knockback right after the run, then I don't think it will be good. But if he's going to hit that knockback every time he attacks that's not the shoulder charge, that I think actually would be pretty solid. I think then that could actually be a really good way to just do some crowd control. And for Aqua Mothra, if he is giving you the energy every time he dies, that effectively, I think mathematician said it in my comments yesterday, that if Aqua Mothra is a 4 cost but giving you back the 2 energy on death, that effectively makes him a 2 cost, which I also think is really good. But obviously we have to wait and see what the rest of the kits are like. This Godzilla evolves somehow, not entirely sure how that happens. Could be on death, and then his meter changes from green to yellow, so I guess he's more powerful after death. I'm not sure. It doesn't specify on here how he evolves. It just said it says it can evolve. So I think it looks really cool, but I don't think I'm going to be investing a ton of G materials into him, and it kind of gives me a little break in between this season and an inevitable, I think, Godzilla and Kong season, but that just could be cope. Either way, I've stocked up on a ton of gems for Pinkzilla, and if I don't have to spend them on Pinkzilla, I'm just going to wait for the anniversary of the game. So, that is what I got for you guys today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.